Hi Kickstarter, my name is Matt Leidecker with Idaho River Publications, an independent publisher of high-quality, waterproof guidebooks. Our rafting guidebooks include the Middle Fork of the Salmon River in central Idaho, the Rogue River in central Oregon, southwestern Oregon actually, and our hiking titles include a book called Exploring Sun Valley, and this book called Exploring the Sawtooth, which was partially funded on Kickstarter in 2012. I'm here to talk to you about the third edition of the Middle Fork of the Salmon Guidebook. I just finished production of the book and it's on its way to the printer, but I'm hoping to use this Kickstarter platform to raise some of the significant upfront printing costs by offering rewards through this project. The first edition of the Middle Fork Guidebook was published in 2005. I completed the second edition between the summers of 2007 and 2008. Unfortunately, however, these 2 years saw some significant changes to the Middle Fork. Fires in 2007 burned much of the upper river corridor, and landslides in 2008 created or altered several rapids in the main channel. I was finally able to address these changes in the third edition. Here is a quick overview of the newest Middle Fork of the Salmon Guidebook. Drawing from the design improvements I made in my hiking books, the legend more clearly describes how to use the guidebook. River maps and mile-by-mile descriptions, however, are the same and still include all rapid names, low water rapids, points of interest, hot springs, geologic points of interest, camps, hiking trails, kayak play spots, and photogenic locations. And the whole book is organized by the colored tabs that extend across the right edge of the page, making it easy to find your way from section to section. One of the biggest additions are new maps covering Marsh Creek, Bear Valley Creek, and the upper Middle Fork to Dagger Falls. These maps include only a cursory description of the rapids and the runs. Fires and fire-related debris flows were the biggest catalyst for change along the Middle Fork. All of these changes are addressed in the third edition. These changes are shown visibly on the maps by using color overlays. The yellow overlay represents fire scars from intense crown burns, and the red overlay shows the path of significant debris flows. A red text box hovering over the landslide directs readers to a more specific description in the geology section. A new section discussing a history of fire in the Middle Fork Canyon draws from several recent scientific papers and nearly a century of fire records. Several rapids have been created or have evolved since the last edition. Cove Creek, shown here, was created in 2008. Lake Creek Rapid, above Pistol Creek, continues to evolve significantly each year. And the Color Creek slide pushed more water into a dangerous boulder sieve along the right bank in House of Rocks Rapid. Descriptions for these and other rapids have been rewritten to reflect the changes, and when necessary, the rapid diagrams have also been updated. Finally, an expanded history section discusses the early exploration, mining, and settlement of the Middle Fork region. It also includes a beautiful full-color history map showing the early mines, the routes of access, towns, and homesteads in the Middle Fork drainage. Hey, thanks for taking time to learn about the newest edition of the Middle Fork of the Salmon Guidebook, and I hope you like what you saw. Please review the rewards on the right side of your screen. You can pre-order your copy of the guidebook. You can purchase any of our other titles. You can order a fine art print of the Middle Fork of the Salmon, or even join me on the Middle Fork for a commercially outfitted trip this June. The money raised here on this Kickstarter project will help pay for the upfront printing cost of the book. Thank you very much for your support.